there, it's Grant, Roo Bike, and today we're talking how to transform your bike rides, ride longer, ride stronger, and have more fun, and how to make the most of your cycling journey. Today we're focusing on the most critical, maybe the most crucial aspect and thing to do in order to become a better cyclist. And that's simply put, ride more. Today we're going to explore ideas about how you can actually fit more rides into your busy schedule, into your busy week, so that you can actually get out and ride more. No matter whether you like to stick to the pavement, the paths, gravel roads, single track, double track, recklessly throwing yourself down a mountain at eye-watering speed, it doesn't matter. You can benefit from simply riding more. And today I want to share practical tips on how you can actually consistently ride more often, which leads to more fitness, more fun, better times when you do get to bike, and sweet bonus, tan lines. That's right. We all have busy lives, and it's hard to even think about adding just one more thing into your schedule, right? Trying to shoehorn a ride in here, trying to do an extra workout here. The appeal of that is about zero. So we're going to approach this a little bit differently. It is all about integration, not addition. And what I mean by that is first we're going to start by taking a look at our current schedules, our current weeks. And we're going to begin to find and identify spots where we can add in short rides. Maybe it's before work, maybe it's to work, maybe it's during lunch, after work, right before you go to bed, whatever. This is the time to get creative and start trying to find areas where you can actually fit in short rides. Make it easy on yourself at first. The important point here is more, and letting that more become a habit. Momentum is a very powerful thing. It's like when your smartwatch tells you, hey, you're about to lose your 30-day streak of walking 10,000 steps a day. Today's day 31, don't break it. You will probably go out and walk 10,000 steps just so you can keep your streak going no matter what it takes, right? Well, that's momentum, and that's what we're after here. Let's get into the tips. Tip number one, embrace the solo ride. There is nothing like a solo ride. It gives you the ultimate flexibility in both scheduling, location, availability. You don't have to coordinate with anyone. And when you're just trying to get more rides in a week to build your fitness, to build that momentum, it is so much easier to ride solo than it is to try to plan and coordinate and actually go out with others. Also, when you're riding solo, it is a great time to detach yourself from the world. Give yourself a break. It's like a little mini vacation for an hour or a half hour at a time, right? I find some of my best ideas come when I am just pedaling away and all of a sudden, bammo! I have totally solved a problem that has been stumping me for days. Tip number two, have a to-go bag. I keep all of my ride essentials in a convenient kind of a duffel bag that I know where everything is. I'm not having to search around for it. That can slow me down. I can switch vehicles. I could take it to work. I could leave it at home. Whatever the case is, I am always ready to go. Tip number three. Counting's hard. Moving on. Find yourself some multifunctional clothing and simplify what you carry. This makes it very easy to just head out the door and hit for a ride. For example, I like to stash as many things like tools, like water bottles and those sorts of things actually on the bike that I can. That means I don't have to carry things. In addition, I like clothes with pockets. For example, this Roo Bike jersey has these highly functional rear pockets that let me carry lightweight ride essentials with me. And so I'm not burdened down by a heavy backpack, a hip pack, whatever. I have my ride essentials like a phone, my keys, my snacks close at hand, and then I let the bike carry the heavier items. That works for me, and it makes sure that I am just that much closer to getting out and going for a ride. Tip number four, plan your routes efficiently and do it ahead of time. Use a tool like Garmin Connect. It is super slick and easy to plan out routes from wherever you're starting. That's another tip. Start from where you are. Driving to a trail, driving to a route can take up a ton of time. I work from home most of the time, so it's super easy for me just to pop out the front door and go for a ride and come back and then get back to work. I don't need to do a faraway route every single time. If we're just trying to add more miles and more seat time, simplicity is key here. Tip number 5, ride intentionally. Ride with intentionality. That means have a plan, do it on purpose. Step number 4, we talked about planning out your route. Well, this one speaks more to what you're doing while you're on the ride. For example, some of the ride structures you could do, you could aim for a particular heart rate range for a certain amount of time during this ride. For another ride, you could try for effort, right? I'm gonna do X amount of time in a high effort, then I'm gonna slow back down to a lower effort, then I'm gonna ride hard for a little while and slow down to an easy effort, and I'm gonna repeat that 10 times. Maybe you're just going for distance and mileage, maybe you're going for a perceived effort. Whatever it is, know what you're doing ahead of time. This turns your ride into a far more effective vehicle to getting yourself better than just going out without any sort of plan and either riding as hard as you can or somewhere in between. Tip number 6, build gradually. Let's say, for example, you're only riding once a month now, once a week, once every other week, whatever it is. Start by shooting for twice a week. Do that for 2, 3, 4 weeks. Then go up to 3. Build from there. Do small incremental increases until you've got the consistency down. You're not trying to go from 0 to hero here. You're just trying to build consistently. That'll help you keep this going. It'll help you not burn out. It'll help it keep it fun, interesting, and keep you engaged. Speaking of keeping engaged and keeping it interesting, tip number 7, keep it fun. The way I like to keep things fun is by taking on challenges. For example, the Roo Bike Club on Strava at the moment is running a monthly bike challenge. This helps you have a goal in mind. It helps you see what other people are doing, keep you motivated, keep you like, hey, Sharon and Karen sort of a thing, and involved in a community. Find bike challenges, hook up with a community, join group bike rides. Whatever is available to you, there are tons of options you could find on the web. Tip number 8, find a buddy, join a group. Get involved with other people. That is the best and most surefire way to stay engaged and to keep this interesting. There is something really special and magical about working with others, even if it's just on an online basis. It really helps inspire and make you want to move on to the next level. Well, there's 8 tips to help you not only ride more, but to get more out of your riding. I have personally found a huge amount of reward and satisfaction progressing as a cyclist, and really the core for that to me has just been simply riding more, doing it intentionally, doing it with structure, keeping things interesting, getting engaged in a community. Those have all been huge. It's taken me from a casual rider to someone who really loves and enjoys the heck out of cycling. And I know it can for you as well. So that's where I want to wrap today. If you want more information on this or anything that we talked about, head on over to the Roo Bike website. Happy to hear from you below in the comments as well. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Click on all the links below. Description's filled with tons of goodies. Grant, Roo Bike, bye.